drops to his knee. Motion keeps cutting through the pressure zones with a fast shot guarantee. Earth hits sharper when the kick runs high like a pulsing battery. Ground shakes deeper as the rhythm cause pathways nobody sees. But when I'm post tight then launches ahead with unstoppable energy. Nothing alive outruns this speed when the EDM trap agrees. No fear fits in when the speed runs wild. This pace hits hard like a storm compiled. The limit, the limit. When the beat explodes, there's no end in it. The limit, the limit. I break straight through when the baseline hits. Fade backward as the drums ignite and the crowd jumps out of time. Heat spreads outward through the broken air in a wide map redesign. Rhythm locks tighter on the fast-paced route with no pause in that same time. Footsteps charge forward through the gym floor where the echoes realign. Bass slams harder as the low end roars with a dark cut borderline. Breath sinks perfectly at furious speed that refuses to decline. Home scene grows massive when the drop rebuilds its own skyline. Nothing stops speed when the track consumes every front line sign. No fear fits in when the speed runs wild. This pace hits hard like a storm compiled. Well, drop the limit, drop the limit. When the beat explodes, there's no end in it.
Por ahí 7.
Drop the limit, I break straight through when the baseline hits. Pressure keeps stacking, but the heartbeat stays colder than storms collide. Ground starts shifting, yet the stand stays locked where the strong reside. Noise keep rising, but the focus cuts clean through the fraying tide. Voices swing wild, yet the mind stays steady with nothing to hide. Momentum grips harder when the world throws weight on the uphill side. Every short echo breaks down fast when conviction is amplified. Steps turn harder as the fire grows deep in the bones inside. Nothing that moves can shake this path or divert the stride. No wave is strong enough to drag me low. No shove is loud enough to break my flow. Every hit fades out when the stance holds tight. No fold, no slip, no losing sight. Nothing can shake me when the beat erupts. Every pulse stands firm as the pressure jumps. No force rewrites what the will constructs. I keep my pace when the whole world bucks. Shadows lean closer, but the rhythm stays sharper than doubt can bend. Footsteps echo through the cracks that tremble, but never extend. Every loud word is
vos no sabéis lo que estáis diciendo. Vos no sabéis lo que estáis diciendo. Estoy buscando que te culé, Charlie. Vos no sabéis lo que estáis diciendo. De que vos no sabéis lo que estáis diciendo.
Nothing that it can claim control of the power I defend. No doubt it's deep enough to slow my stride. No glare is sharp enough to cut my pride. Every barrier falls when the drums ignite. No bad step, no drop, no losing fight. Nothing can shake me when the lights go out. Every beat locks in with a force compiled. No fear rewinds what the fire compiled. I break straight through with a steady style. Storm winds gather, but the stance stays rooted through every blast. Rhythm grows darker, yet the flame inside never burns out fast. Voices shout louder, but the focus stays stronger than pressure cast. Ground trembles heavy, yet the cadence holds firm and unsurpassed. Momentum keeps rising through the patterns of night recast. He spreads outward as the drive outruns everything amassed. Every new second turns weight into power that's overpassed. None of life shakes down the force this core has amassed. No push is hard enough to tilt this frame. No thread is sharp enough to claim my aim. Every limit breaks when the tempo flame. No stall, no shift, no doubt remains. Nothing can shake me when the pace unties. Every hit rolls back when the rhythm flies. No pull drags down where the power lies. I hold this tight till the whole world tries. this pack till the whole world tries.
Footsteps strike harder as the lights turn narrow along the rise. Pressure falls inward, but the push breaks clean through the thin disguise. Every old warning goes off quick once the baseline amplifies. Rhythm carves tunnels where the doubt falls short of its own size. Momentum grips heavy as the drive expands past the border ties. Heat builds stronger from the will to never compromise. Ground shakes steady in the past, denied itself can't revise. No force alive pulls back the root, this motion actualizes. No lock is tough enough to hold me still. No weight is strong enough to choke my will. Every closed gate falls when the beat aligns. No halt, no pause, no turning sign. I cut through the line when the rhythm breaks. Every hit makes room as the pressure shakes. No wall stands tall when the driver wakes. I force my path through the world it makes. Shadow slides sideways, but the strike keeps tearing through every frame. Steps burn deeper as the fire runs hotter inside the flame. Ground roars louder when ambition calls to the next domain. Noise turns distant when the focus outruns the whole terrain. Every tight corner gets split open by the speed I sustain. Weight climbs higher, but the backbone sharpens its contained. Rhythm keeps carving through the obstacles time has ordained. Nothing can hide from the pace this force has maintained. No chain is tough enough to slow my track. No shove is fierce enough to push me back. Every block dissolves when the drums combine. No slip, no drag, no losing line. I cut through the line when the floor expands. Every beat clears space that the world demands. No doubt cuts deep when the will withstands. I break straight through with my own two hands. Pulse keeps rising as a kick hits harder than fear intends. Ace pulls outward when the movement outruns the curves and bends. Voices fall silent once the rhythm outlasts the old defense. Heat moves forward through the cracks, the pressure never mends. Every rough moment becomes fuel, the next step extends. Breath locks perfect with the beat the whole night transcends. Momentum hits stronger than the weight the world pretends. Nothing stops pathways that my power recommends. No wall is thick enough to block this drive. No thread is harsh enough to cut my stride. Every barrier breaks when the tempo thrives. No backing off, no compromise. I cut through the line when the beat resets. Every step hits sharp like a battle net. No force stands firm when the course is set. I move this path with no regret.
Jimmy tiene pasa todo el día matando.
Cadence snaps quicker than the shadows, racing to keep their track. Ground keeps shaking from the pressure building behind my back. Every warning falls too slow when the speed refuses slack. Rhythm I runs echoes, chasing the lines they can't unpack. Heat sweeps upward while the footsteps carve down a constant attack. Boundaries break open from the impact, none of them can crack. Every new moment fires the spark the night cannot hijack. Nothing alive can pace with the surge descend and brings back. No rapper moves fast enough to match this beat. No voice calls loud enough to cut this heat. Every chase falls short when the drums ignite. No pause, no stall, no losing sight. Nobody outruns me when the bass turns bright. Baby outruns me when the bass turns bright. Every hit lands sharp like a torch in flight. No step keeps up when I tear the night. I move too fast for the world's on sight. Speed climbs higher with the pulse that pushes past every block. Shadows reach outward, but the motion breaks through the aftershock. Every stray whisper gets drowned out once the snare line's locked. Friction burns deeper when the cadence slams like a ticking clock. Momentum blasts forward through the streets, the night can't stop. He stacks tightly in the beats that drag no weight in their walk. Pressure turns hollow as the climb outruns the barriers talk. Nothing can pace with the drive that won't ever stop. No sprint is quick enough to share this lane. No dare is sharp enough to shift my aim. Every chase runs flat when the tempo bites. No break, no fade, no losing height. Nobody outruns me when the lamps go low. Every line cuts clean through the afterglow. No rival stands close when the fast winds blow. I move ahead where they can't go. Rhythm snaps harder as the boost hits deeper than dusk expects. Faint trails vanish when the speed erases their failed effects. Every tight corner folds apart when momentum reconnects. Heat rolls out with breaking lines the world neglects. Drive hammers forward through the haze, the night collects. Bradlock's perfect to the tick and pace it protects. Nothing alive can match the force this rush projects. I outrun limits, this whole world reflects. No pace is sharp enough to cross my stride. No path is wide enough to run beside. Every race stops cold when the tempo lights. No stall, no slow, no losing rights. Nobody outruns me when the beat lifts high. Every outruns me when the beat lifts high. Every hit tears through like a battle cry. No step keeps up when the pad goes dry. I move so fast that the night can't try. I move so fast that the night can't try.
Mañana.
Pressure hits early, but the pulse runs hotter than steel in a building blaze. Footsteps slam heavy as the ground keeps bending to the weight that I raise. Walls push inward, but momentum slices straight through the narrowest maze. Voices fade quickly when the bass line enters and everything shakes. Storm level rhythm keeps peeling the dust from the floor as the night vibrates. Boundary lines crumble when the movement grows past everything it hates. Every new second turns into fuel for the climb that ambition creates. Nothing on earth can slow down the force that this fire activates. No chain is strong enough to slow this run. No shadow wide enough to block this sun. Every warning fades when the beat hits strong. No break, no stall, no dragging along. Nobody stops me when the rhythm fires. Every step bursts out like lightning wires. No wall stands firm when the pace climbs higher. I push straight through with a burning desire. Motion keeps rising as the kick hits quicker than doubts can react. Baseline punches like a force down, hammer refusing to retract. Crowd noise trembles when the footsteps chase down the exact impact. Heat spills upward from friction, burning the air as the beat stays intact. Momentum cars highways where hesitation never makes contact. Breathe sings tightly with a speed too sharp or fear to distract. Ground keeps booming to a cadence, leading the world's next soundtrack. Every new push stacks weight on a wheel that refuses to crack. No lock is tough enough to bar this way. No fear, sharp enough to force delay. Every limit drops when the drums collide. No pause, no slip, no stepping aside. Nobody stops me when the lights turn red. Every breath pulls drums hard like a war drum spread. No force pulls back what the drive has led. I cut straight through where the brave ones tread. Ground starts shaking from the surge exploding beneath both feet. Velocity builds in a wildfire rhythm, refusing defeat. Shadow step backward when the echo rumbles across every street. Way that a night splits open as the cadence marks the beat. Forward control locks tight where pressure and fire meet. Power climbs higher as the grind resets and refuses retreat. Momentum charges like a loaded storm with no way to compete. Nothing alive has the strength to contend with this heat. No voice is loud enough to drown this stride. No hand firm enough to pull me aside. Every barrier falls when the tempo spikes. No halt, no drag, no second strikes. Nobody stops me when the pace breaks loose. Every hit shakes deep like a steel head bruise. No threat stands tall when the drop breaks through. I keep this run till the whole world moves. I step in clean with a tight cup flow, pushing my pulse where the baselines go. I move on beat like a shadow throw, cover my pace through the underglow. I keep that swing in a steel set stance, bending no room with a frontline dance. I run my lane with a warlike chance, like my breath in a burst advance. I don't slow pace when the flow kicks back, I keep that bounce in a heavy track stack. If the world swings first, I'm swinging it twice. No fear, no drift, no rolling dice. Ice, 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 ice. I step in the flame when the rhythm hits. Every bar runs deep like a power split. No holding off when the ground goes lit. I ride that groove till the whole room fits. Fit. I shift my weight with a sharp set slide, bending my force through the city wide. I chase that beat with a hardcore stride, letting my form at a blazing tide. I lock my eyes on the next beat drop, pushing my breath through a pressure hop. I take that hit with a non-stop chop, driving my stance to the mountaintop. I don't slow pace when the flow kicks back, I keep that bounce in a heavy track stack. If the world swings first, I'm swinging it twice. No fear, no drift, no rolling dice. I step in the flame when the bass gets loud. Every hit shakes deep like a better bone crowd. No losing step when the stakes get proud. I ride that post till the night bows down. I need no fam when I stay online with a war set groove, cutting my frame through the midnight move. I grip that beat with a storm-born proof, burning my mark in the back room roof. I drop my breath through a tight-knit curve, rolling my weight in a frontline swerve. I break that calm with a heat reserve, pushing my will through a heavy serve. I don't slow pace when the floor kicks back, I keep that bounce in a heavy track stack. If the world swings first, I'm swinging it twice. No fear, no drift, no rolling dice. I step in the flame when the kick locks in. Every tone hit sharp with a war drum spin. No stepping soft when the nights begin. I move that beat to the whole world bend. I let me find what I'm.
Baseline rips open as the lights flash quick and the ground starts shaking in waves. Footsteps cut deeper with a war cut stride, pushing heat through the narrowest caves. Pressure folds sideways, but the rhythm breaks through every wall that the night engraves. Motion climbs higher as the airflow splits and the whole crowd watches amazed. Snare snaps harder when the pulse gets tight and the fasted energy raise. Breeze sinks perfect with the rapid drum kicks to the heavy low and bass. But most amidst harder than the citywide noise that the echo never saves. Nothing outruns this surge in the dark when the forward force speed ace. No drag, no slip, no slow in my lane. This beat runs wild straight into my vein. Make the shake, make the floor shake. When the drop hits loud, every wall will break. Make the floor shake, make the floor shake. I don't back down when the ground vibrates. Speed builds quickly when the kick steps in and the pressure doubles its weight. Heat rolls upward when the baseline bends and the echoes reverberate. Crowd jumps higher as the synths explode and the drums recalibrate. Motion carves tunnels through the noise outside till the dark can't compensate. Rhythm strikes early with a lightning pulse till the shadows can't translate. Footsteps land sharper on the concrete floors, the barriers separate. Every new second turns to slowest doubt and the fuel like accelerate. Nothing alive outpaces the force when the night can't correlate. No drag, no slip, no slow in my lane. This beat runs wild straight into my vein. Make it flow, flow, hey, hey. Make the floor shake. When the drop hits loud, every wall will break. Make it flow, flow, hey, hey. Make the floor shake. I don't back down when the ground vibrates. Hey. Lights blur sideways as the tempo spikes and the rhythm overflows. Heat slams downward through the snare cut air where the wildest tension grows. Bass cracks open like a breaking storm as the heavy low and glows. Drums kick harder with a fast-paced fire that the whole night undertow. Breath stays steady while the synth line bends and the shapes the speaker throws. Footsteps chase forward through the shaking floor where the final drop unfolds. Momentum surges through the rising smoke till the last restraint explodes. Nothing on earth outruns this speed when the EDM trap mode flows. No drag, no slip, no slow in my lane. This beat runs wild straight into my vein. Into my vein. Make the floor shake, shake, shake. Make the floor shake. When the drop gets loud, every wall will break. Make the floor shake, shake, shake. Make the floor shake. I don't back down when the ground vibrates. Baseline spirals through the floor so fast that the walls can barely grab. Motion explodes like a frontline blast cut in space with its aftermath. Lights draw low and spike again as the rhythm redraws its path. Red larks tight with a charge up pace matching every heavy crab. Steps it harder through the darkness zone with a sense split like a shaft. He crushes forward with a snare lift flare that the shadows can't outlast. Nothing derails this ride. Burn through the noise, burn through the noise. Every drop is hot with a war on boys. Burn through the noise. I ride so fast, every wall destroys.
Speed builds sharply when the hi-hats roll like sparks across the steel. Bass shakes downward through the midnight air where the pressure turns surreal. Footsteps chase echoes with a razor glide, no barrier can't conceal. Rhythm unfolds like a storm come after that the dark can't repel. He forms patterns from the friction lines to the fast hit steps reveal. Motor breaks open every tight set lock to the old outside the sail. Paraphrase perfectly on the snare line where the heat and drops ideal. Nothing keeps pace with a force like this when the urge becomes real. No break in the line when the drums collide. This fire burns loud from the inside.
Burn through the noise, burn through the noise. Every drop is hot with a war on boys. Burn through the noise, burn through the noise. I ride so fast, every wall destroys. Burn through the noise.
Ground rips open when the tempo shifts in the overdrive control. Lights spin wildly through the fog like air as a baseline claims a roll. He cuts deeper while the synth push forward with a wide format console. Motion keeps filling every inch of space, nothing left to patrol. Drum strike louder with a lightning pulse that the floor can't swallow whole. Footsteps rush faster through the booming zone where the idiot and waste patrol. Every last second pours fuel on speed until nothing feels dull. Nothing on earth outruns this dry when the final drops unroll. No break in the line when the drums collide. This fire burns loud from the inside.
Burn through the noise, burn through the noise.
Every drop hits hard with a war on boys.
Burn through the noise,
Burn through the noise. I ride so fast, every wall destroys.
burn through the noise.
Lights hit brighter when we step inside and the whole room shifts our way. Baseline shakes heavy as the crowd jumps wild while the night starts breaking clay. Rhythm clowns high when the snare snaps tight and the body start to sway. He runs wild through the bouncing floor where the shadows melt away. Speakers explode with a festival roar and the rival crew can replay. Footsteps pound sharp as we claim this space where the weak vibes can't stay. Every last second turns loud enough to erase the quiet of day. Nothing outshines this heavy pulse when our wave owns the display. No slow move now, no holding the line. This beat hits hard like a spark in a spine.
We run this party, we run this party. Drop is loud and the whole crowd starts in. We run this party, we run this party. Nobody moves like the way we get it in.
Heat breaks upper when the tempo jumps and the dance floor cracks with sound. Lights spin circles through the thick bass hair as the rhythm shakes the ground. Every dull moment fades back fast when our energy comes around. Motion fires off like a roaring spark, turning gravity unbound. Voices erupt when the synth swing wide and the low end drills down. Steps kick harder than a midnight rush that the whole club can't slow down. Momentum rises in a chain reaction, no silence can drown. Nothing competes with this level of hype when our crew holds the crown. No slow move now, no holding the line. This beat hits hard like a spark in the spine. We run this party, we run this party. Drop it loud and the whole crowd starts in. We run this party, we run this party. Nobody moves like the way we get it in. Bass rips open when the next drop falls and the ceiling starts to glow. Heat floods deeper through the neon haze as the fast hit rhythms grow. Every new second turns brighter still while the wildest pulses flow. Crowd jumps high with a chain reaction that the whole room starts to show. Tempo cut sharper in this swelling air that the heartbeat can't outrun. Light spark faster with a storm feel flash till the night feels overdone. Drums hit louder when the energy peaks like 1,000 rising suns. Nothing stops this takeover run when the party's off to run. No slow move now, no holding the line. This beat hits hard like a spark in the spine. Run this party, run this party, run this party. We run this party.
bites back when the hands grip tight and the sweat starts rolling out. Every breath hits sharp like a furnace, spark pulling power through the drought. Ground keeps booming with the fast cut pace, shaking fear until it's out. Rhythm snaps upward as the tension breaks with a heavyweight kind of shout. Footsteps hammer through the reps on beat, locking every doubt in a route. Heat climbs deeper than the soul, build pain at the time mind talks. Hawks about, motion runs wild till the inner voice quits, and the real grit steps out. Nothing can stop this surge inside when the drive fills every ride. No pause allowed when the goal hits near. Push past the pain and erase the fear. Push past everything, push past everything. No reason to fall when the strength keeps leveling. Push past everything, push past everything. The grind hits loud and the limits start severing. Lights dim slowly but the heartbeat pounds like a drum line set on fire. Muscles stretch wide under heat and strain as the low keeps climbing higher. Every excuse melts under pressure when the will reshape desire. Breath meets rhythm in a rapid drive, no weakness can acquire. Floor shakes heavy with a raw cut force that the midnight reps require. Shadows slip by the hardened edge when the push cuts through the mire. Moment stacks like a burning tower with the purpose to inspire. Nothing stands firm against this power when the mind won't tire. No pause allowed when the goal hits near. Push past the pain and erase the fear. Push past everything, push past everything. No reason to fall when the strength keeps leveling. Push past everything, push past everything. The grind hits loud and the limits start severing. Ground rips upward with the final lift as the cadence fires fast. Heat spreads deeper through the ribcage line as the entire set is passed. Breath hits steady with a storm-fed push till the weaker ties are cast. Every rep builds armor thick enough for the hardest days to last. Drums hit deeper when the in-between noise fades out in contrast. Strength grows sharper as excuses fall like shadows overcast. My moment stays wild in the rapid burn of a force built to outlast. Nothing remains but rise and push when the final die is cast. No pause
Ponle para y bola, Frank, te volvéis loco, man.
Push past the pain and erase the fear. Push past everything, push past everything. No reason to fall when the strength keeps leveling. Push past everything, push past everything. The grind hits loud and the limits start severing.
Pues yo he escuchado que él es peruano, hermano.
Lights hit harder when the reps kick in and the blood start boiling high. Every slow breath gets wiped away when the heavy sets amplify. Rhythm grabs tight through the pulse and frame where the grit won't let you lie. Ground shakes sharply as the weight line bends and excuses start to die. Stress pulls in front of pressure zone where the weak thoughts go awry. Heat builds thick and the muscles burn as the seconds multiply. Drums cut through like a war drum call, pulling power from supply. Nothing survives in the path of will when the fire intensifies. No mercy shown for the weaker choice. Stand tall and rise when you hear that voice. No mercy for weakness. No mercy for weakness. The beat hits hard till excuses leave us. No mercy for weakness. Push through the pain till the strong see. Steps catch rhythm with a hammer strike as the body pushes through heat. Every soft thought falls out quick when a tough round start to repeat. Ground sends drummers through the iron frame where ambition and struggle meet. Light spins sideways as the tempo spikes with a faster drum retreat. Red lines lock on a sharp set pace where the challenge can't compete. Heat draws deeper than a slow build out that failure tries to seek. Moment crushes hesitation flat under every rapid beat. Nothing outlasts this hard and fire when the drive refuses defeat. No mercy shown for the weaker choice. Stand tall and rise when you hear that voice. No mercy for weakness.
Imagínate, ya suficiente era con Charlie. Ya sí es suficiente era Charlie, marico. Coge mil.
Iron swings up with a battle sound as the focus sharpens tight. Every last sound to the lingering fear collapses out of sight. Motion grows wild in the final burst of a long relentless fight. Ground up steady with a war-born beat as the muscle reunite. Free throw steady in the blazing need of the rising in a light. Strength plus deeper through the breaking point that turns dark weight to might. Trumpets blow loud when the drop resets in a pure kinetic flight. Nothing restrains this run tonight when the wheel takes full bite. No mercy shown for the weaker choice. Stand tall and rise when you hear them. No mercy for weakness. No mercy for weakness. The beat hits hard till excuses leave us. No mercy for weakness. Push through the pain till the strong increases.
Eso es lo más probable que tiren hoy. Vamos a ver si lo failean.
Dark winds gather when the footsteps rise and the ground starts cracking wide. Heat builds heavy in the chest like fire that refuses to subside. Shadows lean closer but the rage inside keeps burning like a tide. Voices from past nights echo loud till the pulse can't be denied. Rhythm cuts deep with a war drum pace, pulling vengeance as a guide. Breath hits sharper when the ice cold focus begins to override. Motion grows faster as the memories hit and the boundary divide. Nothing holds back this storm built force when revenge aside. No fear in place when the scars still sting. I move straight through with a tide and swing. Anything for payback, anything for payback. I rise through the fire just to take that payback. Anything for payback, anything for payback. The beat is loud to the whole night flashback. Steps run quicker when the race snaps through like a fuse that breaks his line. Ground shakes harder when the heavy drums roll vengeance down the spine. Spills upward from the pressure points where betrayal used to shine. Rhythm grows sharper as the flashbacks hit in a jagged, crooked design. I stay locked on the distant marks where the past crossed every sign. Breath sinks tight with the fast cut pulse as the strength realigns. Nothing extinguishes this slow build fire fueled by every decline. Nothing can stop this path tonight when the aim is mine. No fear in place when the scars still sting. I move straight through with a tide and swing. Anything for payback, anything for payback. I rise through the fire just to take that payback. Anything for payback, anything for payback. The beat is loud to the whole night flashback.
Mami.
Lights bend back when the drive turns cold and resolve turns razor keen. He drags upward through the broken walls where the old wounds still convene. Shadows fall silent as a new pace hits with a vengeance unforeseen. Breath stays heavy but the footsteps strike like a war-cut guillotine. Ground pounds harder as a low and rips through the space between. Rhythm keeps
Mamita.
thinking quarantine. Every last moment turns into fuel for the reckoning routine. Nothing rivals this fire tonight when revenge runs clean. No fear in place when the scars still sting. I move straight through with a tide and swing. Anything for payback, anything for payback. I rise through the fire just to take that payback. Anything for payback, anything for payback. The beat is loud till the whole night flashback.
Cápsule Core. Ganó el Vara.
Pressure keeps stacking, but the heartbeat stay colder than storms collide. Ground starts shifting, yet the stand stay locked where the strong reside. Noise keeps rising, but the focus cuts clean through the fraying tide. Voices swing wild, yet the mind stays steady with nothing to hide. Moment of grips harder when the world throws weight on the uphill side. Every short echo breaks down fast when conviction is amplified. Steps turn harder as the fire grows deep in the bones inside. Nothing that moves can shake this path to divert the stride. No wave is strong enough to drag me low. No shove is loud enough to break my flow. Every hit fades out when the stage holds tight. No fold, no slip, no lose in sight. Nothing can shake me when the beat erupts. Every pulse stands firm as the pressure jumps. No force rewrites what the will constructs. lane closer, but the rhythm stays sharper than doubt can bend. Footsteps echo through the cracks that tremble but never extend. Every loud warning swings wide early and misses his true intent. He grows stronger as the drive pushes past what the nights invent. Ground keeps booming while the focus climbs to the dissonant blend. Breathe rise perfect on the cadence, carrying
Carlito, me imagino que no apostaste en contra de Venezuela en el Clásico Mundial, ¿no?
Nothing can shake me when the lights go wild. Every beat locks in with a force compile. No fear rewinds with the fire compile. I break straight through with a style. Storm winds gather, but the stand stays rooted through every blast. Rhythm grows darker, yet the flame inside never burns out fast.
Apareció Dani.
Louder, but the focus stays stronger than pressure casts. Ground trembles heavy, yet the cadence holds firm and unsurpassed. Moment keeps rising through the patterns the night recasts. He spreads outward as the drive outruns everything I masked. Every new second turns weight in the power that's overpassed. Nothing alive shakes down the force this core has amassed. No push is hard enough to tilt this frame. No thread is sharp enough to claim my aim. Every limit breaks on the tempo flames. No stars, no shift, no doubt remains. Nothing can shake me when the pace unties. Every hit rolls back when the rhythm flies. No pull drags down where the power lies. I hold this path till the whole world tries. Nothing can shake me when the beat.
Kid solid with a high voltage snap as the room gets torn in half. Baselines popping through the floor so fast that the walls can barely grab. Motion explodes like a frontline blast, cutting space with its aftermath. Lights drop low and spike.
Sí, que yo sepa lo que estaban discutiendo era dónde iban a jugar, más nada.
Steps hit harder through the dark-lit zone where the sin split like a shaft. He crashes forward with a snare lit flare that the shadows can't outlast. Nothing derails this rise and run when the tempo moves that fast. No break in the line when the drums
Es que eso tiene que ser un país neutro. Por ejemplo, Italia, para allá, lejos. Dímelo. Pues yo no sé, yo veo eso como que muy... Yo no veo eso justo, eso es un solo juego, hermano, un solo juego. Ganó, ganó. Es que yo te digo algo, hermano, cualquier contrincante, eso se le pone el ojete chiquito si juegan en la bombonera. La bombonera es pesado, papi, eso es pesado, con un visitante es pesado. Por eso. Y no es... Por eso, lo mismo, es que escúchame, lo mismo le pasó a Estados Unidos y eso que estaban de local, en Miami. Habían más venezolanos que gringos. Esos tipos miraban, mierda, ¿qué es esto? Y eso es presión. Sí, pero como te digo, eso es presión igual. Pasa exactamente lo mismo que en el fútbol. Ellos podrán ser superestrellas, hermano, pero la presión del público a todos nos afecta. Y la bombonera, para mi criterio, es el estadio más pesado que tiene Latinoamérica. Yo creo que sí, hermano, yo creo que sí. Hermano, yo veo esos videos, hermano, y yo siento que ese estadio se mueve, huevón, que se va a caer. Ve que... Hermano, no, eso. Boca es pesado, marico. Boca es pesado.
Baseline rips open as the lights flash quick and the ground starts shaking in waves. Footsteps cut deeper with a war cut stride pushing heat through the narrow
Hey,
caves.
hey.
Sideways, but the rhythm breaks through.
Hey.
Climbs high as the airflow splits and the whole crowd watches amazed. Snare snaps harder when the pulse gets tight and the facet any rate.
Qué aburrido este Mufasa, marico.
Rabbit drum kicks to the heavy low and paves. Momentum hits harder than the citywide noise that the echo never saves. Nothing outruns the surge in the dark when the forward force behave. No drag, no slip, no slow in my lane. This beat runs wild, straight into my veins. Make the floor shake, make the floor shake. When the drop hits loud, every wall will break. Make the floor shake, make the floor shake. I don't back down when the ground vibrates.
Mami.
Speed builds quickly when the kick steps in and the pressure doubles its weight. Heat rolls upward when the bass line bends and the echoes reverberate. Crowd jumps higher as the stakes explode and the drums recalibrate. Motion carves tunnels through the noise outside till the dark can't compensate. Rhythm strikes early with the lightning pulse that the shadows can't translate. Footsteps land sharper on the concrete floor as the barriers separate. Every new second turns the slowest doubt and the fuel I accelerate. Nothing alive outpaces the force when the night can't correlate. No drag, no slip.
Esta gente que piensan que lo que tengamos es 1% entrar.
Make the floor shake, make the floor shake. When the drop hits loud, every wall will break. Make the floor shake, make the floor shake.
Mami, ese Mufasa sin troll. Daño, dale. Pero ahí que está lindo, hermano. Eso que tiene reorg, weón. Que te dice el loot de la parte que lo tiene, weón. Del CC que lo tiene. Eso a mí me encanta, hermano.
Bass cracks open like a breaking storm as the heavy low end glows. Drums kick harder with a fast paced fire that the whole night undertows. Wrist stay steady while the synth line bends and the shapes the speaker throws. Footsteps chase forward through the shaking floor where the final drop unfolds. Momentum surges through the rising smoke till the last restraint explodes. Nothing on earth outruns this speed when the EDM trap mode flows. No drag, no slip, no slow in my lane. This beat
Mamita, fallaron el void, Dios.
make the floor shake, make the floor shake. When the drop
Hermano, pero Maker es top player al lado de esa gente, man. Tenías que verlos ayer en Valle. Pero que se acerque la segunda parte, porque el Raigo no se está bugueando. Los SPS, que se acerquen. Puerta.
Ground shakes harder as the weight stacks up and the doubt gets tossed in a bin. Bread locks tight with a furnace forces the inner engine spins. Rhythm keeps striking like a war drum, shout pulling discipline from within. Steps cut sharper through the pressure lines where excuses never win. He climbs higher when the pulse stay fierce and the grip refuses to thin. Nothing pulls back this fire tonight when the fight locks in. No soft steps here, no space to slack. The beat hits loud and it knocks you back. No excuse left, no excuse left. If the weight feels heavy, then you push what's left. No excuse left, no excuse left. Run the pain down till your best gets met. Lights flash harder as the tempo spikes and the muscles start to roar. Motion explodes in the heavy weight, pushing further than before. Every weak voice fades out right when the heart rate cuts the floor. Heat keeps rising with the iron scent that the struggle can't ignore. Ground beats up like a signal flare, telling strength to give me more. Rep syncs perfect with the grinding force, pulling power from the core. Pressure gets crushed every single round that we're built to endure. Nothing but remains on the softer side when the fastest pull. No soft steps here, no space to slack. The beat hits loud and it knocks you back. No excuse left, no excuse left. If the weight feels heavy, then you push what's left. No excuse left, no excuse left. Run the pain down till your best gets met. tempo, takes control. He rips louder through the sinew lines while the progress takes its toll. Mind stays locked on the forward pull where the champions patrol. Every weak thought burns away in the rise of a stronger goal. Footsteps coming through the gym flow fast like a war drum roll. Rhythm explodes deep inside the chest till the whole track feels whole. Nothing can stand between the grind and the fire in full patrol. No excuse stands tall against the soul. No soft steps here, no space to slack. The beat hits loud and it knocks you back. No excuse left, no excuse left. If the weight feels heavy, then you push what's left. No excuse left, no excuse left. Bring the pain down till your best gets met. Silly with a sharp cut punch and the street line shakes on cue. He rises quick when the cake rolls in and the echo cuts straight through. Step locked tight as the rhythm snaps and the whole world shifts its view. Nothing keeps pressure on the pace this wild when the drive keeps breaking through. You know slow turns here, no fallback zone. Momentum grows louder than steel and stone. Keep it moving, keep it moving. No breaking the flow when the beat keeps moving. Keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving. Stays tense when the drum pull up and the night get ready to shake. And then these sparks in a rapid flash when the low end starts to quake. Red lock sharp with a clean cut stride and no step falls out of place. Nothing competes with a pace this fierce when the rhythm picks up chase. No slow turns here, no fallback zone. Momentum grows louder than steel and stone. Keep it moving, keep it moving. No breaking the flow when the beat keep proving. Keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving. When the bass starts booming. He's surging fast as the snare clicks tight and the shadows scatter wide. Speed climbs higher with the pulse aligned to the force I can't divide. Walk shake loose when the pressure climbs past the fear they used to hide. Nothing stands solid when the drive explodes and the tempo won't subside. No slow turns here, no fallback zone. Momentum grows louder than steel and stone. Keep it moving, keep it moving. No breaking the flow when the beat keep proving. Keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving. The whole room jumps when the bass starts booming. Keep it moving, keep it moving. No breaking the flow when the beat keep proving. Keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving. The whole room jumps when the bass starts booming. Don't slow me down. Don't slow me down. Ground his back when the kick strikes deep and the night starts shaking awake. He cuts through like a frontline spark, making every dead wall break. Precincts tight with a fast cut step and a rhythm no force can take. Nothing outruns this forward blast when the pressure begins to quake. No drag, no slip, no pulling aside. This pace burns fierce with the rising tide. Don't slow me down, don't slow me down. The beat hits hard and it shakes the ground. Don't slow me down, don't slow me down. I move too fast for the world around. Don't slow me down, don't slow me down. The beat hits hard and it shakes the ground. Don't slow me down, don't slow me down. I move too fast for the world around. Yeah. Speed build wild when the snare rolls in and the air ignites on beat. Every loud echo drops straight back as the rapid drums repeat. He climbs high through the cracks that tremble beneath my feet. And yeah, nothing keeps pace with a force like this when the cadence won't retreat. No drag, no slip, no pulling aside. This pace burns fierce with the rising tide. Don't slow me down, don't slow me down. The beat hits hard and it shakes tempo spikes and the shadows fall behind. Every short warning collapses quick under the pressure I redefine. Birds stay steady in the middle of speed, their rivals time. No, living the life holds back this run with the fire locks in this climb. No drag, no slip, no pulling aside. This pace burns fierce with the rising tide. Don't slow me down, don't slow me down. The beat hits hard and it shakes the ground. Don't slow me down, don't slow me down. I move too fast for the world around. Don't slow me down, don't slow me down. The beat hits hard and it shakes the ground. Don't slow me down, don't slow me down. I move too fast for the world around. Bass snaps down like a pressure wave and the room can barely cope. Lights jump sideways when the sins break out, turning silence into scope. Motor spills faster than a loaded spark, climbing up a tight slope. Heat hits deeper as the drums kick hard, giving every step new hope. Stay steady on a rapid pace, making every second grope. Footsteps tore through the dark lit lines where the echoes interlope. Rhythm gains power as the track reshapes into something built to elope. Nothing stands still when the whole night bends under this kinetic trope. No fear fits in when the speed runs wild. This pace hits hard like a storm compiled. Drop the limit, drop the limit. When the beat explodes and there's no wind in it. Drop the limit, drop the limit. I break straight through when the bass line hits. Drums keep flexing with a rapid attack like a shockwave bursting free. Bassline rises through the shaking flow where the low wind loves to be. Heat rips faster when the scent swing wide and the night drops to its knee. Motion keeps cutting through the pressure zones with a fast shot guarantee. Breath hits sharper when the kick runs high like a pulsing battery. Ground shakes deeper as the rhythm cross pathways nobody sees. Bumping on post tight then launches ahead with unstoppable energy. Nothing alive outruns this speed when the EDM trap agrees. No fear fits in when the speed runs wild. This pace hits hard like a storm compiled. Drop the limit, drop the limit. When the beat explodes, there's no wind in it. Drop the limit, drop the limit. I break straight through when the bass line hits. Lights fade backward as the drums ignite and the crowd jumps out of time. Heat spreads outward through the broken air in a wide map redesign. Rhythm locks tighter on the fast-paced route with no pause and it's in time. Footsteps charge forward through the kin floor where the echoes realign. Bass slams harder as the low end roars with a dark cut borderline. Burst sinks perfectly at furious speed that refuses to decline. Home scene grows massive when the drop rebuilds its own skyline. Nothing stops speed when the track consumes every front line sign. No fear fits in when the speed runs wild. This pace hits hard like a storm compiled. Well, drop the limit, drop the limit. When the beat explodes, there's no ending in it. Drop the limit, drop the limit. I break straight through when the bass line hits.
Yeah. Pressure keeps stacking, but the heartbeat stays colder than storms collide. Ground starts shifting, yet the stand stays locked where the strong reside. Noise keep rising, but the focus cuts clear. clean through the frame tide. Voices swing wild, yet the mind stays steady with nothing to hide. Momentum grips harder when the world throws weight on the uphill side. Every short echo breaks down fast when conviction is amplified. Steps turn harder as the fire grows deep in the bones inside. Nothing that moves can shake this path or divert the stride. No wave is strong enough to drag me low. No shove is loud enough to break my flow. Every hit fades out when the stance holds tight. No fold, no slip, no losing sight. Nothing can shake me when the beat erupts. Every pulse stands firm as the pressure jumps. No force rewrites what the will constructs. I keep my pace when the whole world bucks. Shadows lean closer, but the rhythm stays sharper than doubt can bend. Footsteps echo through the cracks that tremble but never extend. Every loud warning swings wide early and misses the true intent. Heat rolls stronger as the drive pushes past what the nights invent. Ground keys booming while the focus climbs through the dissonant blend. Breath rise perfect on the cadence, carrying weight to the very end. Wall shifting word, but the movement breaks through every twist and bend. Nothing that it can claim control of the power I defend. No doubt it's deep enough to slow my stride. No glare is sharp enough to cut my pride. Every barrier falls when the drums ignite. No bad step, no drop, no losing fight. Nothing can shake me when the lights go out. Every beat locks in with a force compile. No fear rewinds what the fire compile. I break straight through with a steady style. Storm winds gather, but the stance stays rooted through every blast. Rhythm grows darker, yet the flame inside never burns out fast. Voices shout louder, but the focus stays stronger than pressure cast. Ground trembles heavy, yet the cadence holds firm and unsurpassed. Momentum keeps rising through the patterns and night recast. He spreads outward as the drive outruns everything amassed. Every new second turns weight into power that's overpassed. None of life shakes down the force this core has a mess. No push is hard enough to tilt this frame. No thread is sharp enough to claim my aim. Every limit breaks when the tempo flame. No stall, no shift, no doubt remains. Nothing can shake me when the pace unties. Every hit rolls back when the rhythm flies. No pull drags down where the power lies. I hold this path till the whole world tries. Hold this pack till the whole world tries.
Yeah, 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 no more war. Hey, yeah, no more war. Hey, yeah, no more war. Hey, yeah, no more war.
Footsteps strike harder as the lights turn narrow along the rise. Pressure folds inward, but the push breaks clean through the thin disguise. Every old warning goes off quick once the baseline amplifies. Rhythm carves tunnels where the doubt falls short of its own size. Momentum grips heavy as the drive expands past the border ties. Heat builds stronger from the will to never compromise. Ground shakes steady in the past, the night itself can't revise. No force alive pulls back the root, this motion actualizes. No lock is tough enough to hold me still. No weight is strong enough to choke my will. Every closed gate falls when the beat aligns. No halt, no pause, no turning sign. I cut through the line when the rhythm breaks. Every hit makes room as the pressure shakes. No wall stands tall when the drive awakes. I force my path through the world it makes. Shadows slide sideways, but the strike keeps tearing through every frame. Steps burn deeper as the fire runs hotter inside the flame. Ground roars louder when ambition calls out the next domain. Noise turns distant when the focus outruns the whole terrain. Every tight corner gets split open by the speed I sustain. Weight climbs higher, but the backbone sharpens its contained. Rhythm keeps carving through the obstacles time has ordained. Nothing can hide from the pace this force has maintained. No chain is tough enough to slow my track. No shove is fierce enough to push me back. Every block dissolves when the drums combine. No slip, no drag, no losing line. I cut through the line when the flow expands. Every beat clears space that the world demands. No doubt cuts deep when the will withstands. I break straight through with my own two hands. Pulse keeps rising as a kick hits harder than fear intends. Haze pulls outward when the movement outruns the curves and bends. Voices fall silent once the rhythm outlasts the old defense. Heat moves forward through the cracks, the pressure never mends. Every rough moment becomes fuel, the next step extends. Breath locks perfect with the beat the whole night transcends. Momentum hits stronger than the weight the world pretends. Nothing stops pathways that my power recommends. No wall is thick enough to block this drive. No threat harsh enough to cut my stride. Every barrier breaks when the tempo thrives. No backing off, no compromise. I cut through the line when the beat resets. Every step hits sharp like a battle net. No force stands firm when the course is set. I move this path with no regret.
Cadence snaps quicker than the shadows, racing to keep their track. Ground keeps shaking from the pressure building behind my back. Every warning falls too slow when the speed refuses slack. Rhythm I runs echoes, chasing the lines they can't unpack. Heat sweeps upward while the footsteps carve down a constant attack. Boundaries break open from the impact, none of them can crack. Every new moment fires the spark the night cannot hijack. Nothing alive can pace with the surge this engine brings back. No rival moves fast enough to match this beat. No voice calls loud enough to cut this heat. Every chase falls short when the drums ignite. No pause, no stall, no losing sight. Nobody outruns me when the bass turns bright. Baby outruns me when the bass turns bright. Every hit lands sharp like a torch in flight. No step keeps up when I tear the night. I move too fast for the world's on sight. Speed climbs higher with the pulse that pushes past every block. Shadows reach outward, but the motion breaks through the aftershock. Every stray whisper gets drowned out once the snare line's locked. Friction burns deeper when the cadence slams like a ticking clock. Momentum blasts forward through the streets, the night can't stop. Heat stacks tightly in the beats that drag no weight in their walk. Pressure turns hollow as the climb outruns the barriers talk. Nothing can pace with the drive that won't ever stop. No sprint is quick enough to share this lane. No dare is sharp enough to shift my aim. Every chase runs flat when the tempo bites. No break, no fade, no losing height. Nobody outruns me when the lamps go low. Every line cuts clean through the afterglow. No rival stands close when the fast winds blow. I move ahead where they can't go. Rhythm snaps harder as the boost hits deeper than dusk expects. Faint trails vanish when the speed erases their failed effects. Every tight corner folds apart when momentum reconnects. Heat rolls out with breaking lines the world neglects. Drive hammers forward through the haze the night collects. Breath locks perfect to the ticking pace it protects. Nothing alive can match the force this rush projects. I outrun limits this whole world reflects. No pace is sharp enough to cross my stride. No path is wide enough to run beside. Every race stops cold when the tempo lights. No stall, no slow, no losing rights. Nobody outruns me when the beat lifts high. Every outruns me when the beat lifts high. Every hit tears through like a battle cry. No step keeps up when the pad goes dry. I move so fast that the night can't try. I move so fast that the night can't try. Pressure hits early, but the pulse runs hotter than steel in a building blaze. Footsteps slam heavy as the ground keeps bending to the weight that I raise. Walls push inward, but momentum slices straight through the narrowest maze. Voices fade quickly when the bass line enters and everything shakes. Storm level rhythm keeps peeling the dust from the floor as the night vibrates. Boundary lines crumble when the movement grows past everything it hates. Every new second turns into fuel for the climb that ambition creates. Nothing on earth can slow down the force that this fire activates. No chain is strong enough to slow this run. No shadow wide enough to block this sun. Every warning fades when the beat hits strong. No break, no stall, no dragging along. Nobody stops me when the rhythm fires. Every step bursts out like lightning wires. No wall stands firm when the pace climbs higher. I push straight through with a burning desire. Motion keeps rising as the kick hits quicker than doubts can react. Baseline punches like a force down, hammer refusing to retract. Crowd noise trembles when the footsteps chase down the exact impact. Heat spills upward from friction, burning the air as the beat stays intact. Momentum cars highways where hesitation never makes contact. Breathe sings tightly with a speed too sharp or fear to distract. Ground keeps booming to a cadence, leading the world's next soundtrack. Every new push deck's weight on a wheel that refuses to crack. No lie, it's tough enough to bar this way. No fear, sharp enough to force delay. Every limit drops when the drums collide. No pause, no slip, no stepping aside. Nobody stops me when the lights turn red. Every pulse jumps hard like a war drum spread. No force pulls back what the drive has led. I cut straight through where the brave ones tread. Ground starts shaking from the surge exploding beneath both feet. Velocity builds in a wildfire rhythm, refusing defeat. Shadows step backward when the echo rumbles across every street. Weight of the night splits open as the cadence marks the beat. Forward control locks tight where pressure and fire meet. Power climbs higher as the grind resets and refuses retreat. Momentum charges like a loaded storm with no way to compete. Nothing alive is the strength to contend with this heat. No voice is loud enough to drown this stride. No hand firm enough to pull me aside. Every barrier falls when the tempo spikes. No halt, no drag, no second strikes. Nobody stops me when the pace breaks loose. Every hit shakes deep like a steelhead bruise. No threat stands tall when the drop breaks through. I keep this run till the whole world moves. I step in clean with a tight cup flow, pushing my pulse where the baselines go. I move on beat like a shadow throw, cover my pace through the underglow. I keep that swing in a skill set stance, bending no room with a frontline dance. I run my lane with a warlike chance, like my breath in a burst advance. I don't slow pace when the flow kicks back, I keep that bounce in a heavy track stack. If the world swings first, I'm swinging it twice. No fear, no drift, no rolling dice. Ice, 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 ice. I step in the flame when the rhythm hits. Every bar runs deep like a power split. No holding off when the ground goes lit. I ride that groove till the whole room fits. I shift my weight with a sharp set slide, bending my force through the city wide. I chase that beat with a hardcore stride, letting my form hit a blazing tide. I lock my eyes on the next beat drop, pushing my breath through a pressure hop. I take that hit with a non-stop chop, driving my stance to the mountaintop. I don't slow pace when the flow kicks back, I keep that bounce in a heavy track stack. If the world swings first, I'm swinging it twice. No fear, no drift, no rolling dice. I step in the flame when the bass gets loud. Every hit shakes deep like a better bone crowd. No losing step when the stakes get proud. I ride that pulse till the night bows down. I need no fam when I stay online with a war set groove, cutting my frame through the midnight move. I grip that beat with a stormborn proof, burning my mark in the back room roof. I drop my breath through a tight-knit curve, rolling my weight in a frontline swerve. I break that calm with a heat reserve, pushing my will through a heavy serve. I don't slow pace when the flow kicks back, I keep that bounce in a heavy track stack. If the world swings first, I'm swinging it twice. No fear, no drift, no rolling dice. I step in the flame when the kick locks in. Every tone hits war drum spin. No stepping soft when the nights begin. I move that beat to the whole world bend. I let me find what I'm.
Baseline rips open as the lights flash quick and the ground starts shaking in waves. Footsteps cut deeper with a war cut stride, pushing heat through the narrowest caves. Pressure folds sideways, but the rhythm breaks through every wall that the night engraves. Motion climbs higher as the airflow splits and the whole crowd watches amazed. Snare snaps harder when the pulse gets tight and the fasted energy rays. Beat sinks perfect with the rapid drum kicks to the heavy low and bass. But most amidst harder than the citywide noise that the echo never saves. Nothing outruns this surge in the dark when the forward force speed ace. No drag, no slip, no slow in my lane. This beat runs wild straight into my vein. Make the flow shake. When the drop hits loud, every wall will break. Make the flow shake. I don't back down when the ground vibrates. Speed builds quickly when the kick steps in and the pressure doubles its weight. Heat rolls upward when the baseline bends and the echoes reverberate. Crowd jumps higher as the synths explode and the drums recalibrate. Motion carves tunnels through the noise outside till the dark can't compensate. Rhythm strikes early with a lightning pulse that the shadows can't translate. steps, land sharper on the concrete, flows a barrier separate. Every new second turns to slowest down, and the fuel I accelerate. Nothing alive outpaces the force when the night can't correlate. No drag, no slip, no slow in my lane. This beat runs wild, straight into my vein. Make it flow, hey, hey, make the floor shake. When the drop gets loud, every wall will break. Make it flow, hey, hey, make the floor shake. I don't back down when the ground vibrates. Hey. Lights blur sideways as the tempo spikes and the rhythm overflows. Heat slams down through the snare cut air where the wildest tension grows. Bass cracks open like a breaking storm as the heavy low and glows. Drums kick harder with a fast-paced fire that the whole night undertow. Press stay steady while the synth line bends and the shapes the speaker throws. Footsteps chase forward through the shaking floor where the final drop unfolds. Momentum surges through the rising smoke till the last restraint explodes. Nothing on earth outruns its speed when the EDM tremolo flows. No drag, no slip, no slow in my lane. This beat runs wild straight into my vein. Into my vein. Make the floor shake, shake, shake. Make the floor shake. When the drop gets loud, every wall will break. Make the floor shake, shake, shake. Make the floor shake. I don't back down when the ground vibrates. Baseline spirals through the floor so fast that the walls can barely grab. Motion explodes like a frontline blast cut in space with its aftermath. Lights draw low and spike again as the rhythm redraws its path. Red locks tight with a charge up pace matching every heavy crab. Steps hit harder through the darkness zone with a sense split like a shaft. He crushes forward with a snare lift flare that the shadows can't outlast. Nothing derails this rise and run when the tempo moves that fast. No break in the line when the drums collide. This fire burns loud from the inside. Burn through the noise, burn through the noise. Every drop hits with a war on boys. Burn through the noise. I rise so fast, every wall destroys. Speed builds sharply when the hi-hats roll like sparks across the steel. Bass shakes downward through the midnight air where the pressure turns surreal. Footsteps chase echoes with a razor glide, no barrier can't conceal. Rhythm unfolds like a storm come map that the dark can't repel. He forms patterns from the friction lines of the fast hit. Steps reveal. Moton breaks open every tight set lock. The old outside the sail. Where fries perfectly on the snare line. Route to the heat and drops ideal. Nothing keeps pace with a force like this when the urge becomes real. No break in the line when the drums collide. This fire burns loud from the inside. Burn through the noise, burn through the noise. Every drop is hot with a war on boys. Burn through the noise, burn through the noise. I rise so fast, every wall destroys. Burn through the noise. Ground rips open when the tempo shifts in the overdrive control. Lights spin wildly through the fog like air as a baseline claims a role. Heat cuts deeper while the synth push forward with a wide format console. Motion keeps filling every inch of space, nothing left to patrol. Drums strike louder with a lightning pulse that the floor can't swallow whole. Footsteps rush faster through the booming zone where the EDM waves patrol. Every last second pours fuel on speed until nothing feels dull. Nothing on earth outruns this dry when the final drops unroll. No break in the line when the drums collide. This fire burns loud from the inside. Burn through the noise, burn through the noise. Every drop hits hard with a war on boys. Burn through the noise, burn through the noise. I rise so fast, every wall destroys. Burn through the noise.
lights hit brighter when we step inside, and the whole room shifts our way. Baseline shakes heavy as the crowd jumps wild while the night starts breaking clay. Rhythm clowns high when the snare snaps tight and the body start to sway. He runs wild through the bouncing floor where the shadows melt away. Speakers explode with a festival roar and a rival crew can replay. Footsteps pound sharp as we claim this space where the weak vibes can't stay. Every last second turns loud enough to erase the quieter day. Nothing outshines this heavy pulse when I wave on the display. No slow move now, no holding the line. This beat hits hard like a spark in a spine. We run this party, we run this party. Drop is loud and the whole crowd starts in. We run this party, we run this party. Nobody moves like the way we get it in. Heat breaks upper when the tempo jumps and the dance floor cracks with sound. Lights spin circles through the thick bass hair as the rhythm shakes the ground. Every dull moment fades back fast when our energy comes around. Motion fires off like a roaring spark, turning gravity unbound. Voices erupt when the synths swing wide and the low end drills down. Steps kick harder than a midnight rush that the whole club can't slow down. Momentum rises in a chain reaction, no silence can drown. Nothing competes with this level of hype when our crew holds the crown. No slow move now, no holding the line. This beat hits hard like a spark in the spine. We run this party, we run this party. Drop is loud and the whole crowd starts in. We run this party, we run this party. Nobody moves like the way we get it in. Bass rips open when the next drop falls and the ceiling starts to glow. Heat floods deeper through the neon haze as the fast hit rhythms grow. Every new second turns brighter still while the wildest pulses flow. Crowd jumps high with a chain reaction that the whole room starts to show. Tempo cut sharper in the swelling air that the heartbeat can't outrun. Light spark faster with a storm feel flash till the night feels overdone. Drums hit louder and the energy peaks like 1,000 rising suns. Nothing stops this takeover run when the party's off to run. No slow move now, no holding the line. This beat hits hard like a spark in the spine. Run this party. Run this party. Run this party. We run this party. Run this party. Run this party. Run this party. We run this party. We run this party. Drop is loud and the whole crowd starts in. We run this party. We run this party. Nobody moves like the way we get it in.
Iron bites back when the hands grip tight and the sweat starts rolling out. Every breath hits sharp like a furnace, spark pulling power through the drought. Ground keeps booming with the fast cut pace, shaking fear until it's out. Rhythm snaps upward as the tension breaks with a heavyweight kind of shout. Footsteps hammer through the reps on beat, locking every doubt in a route. Heat climbs deeper than a slow build pain at the time mind talks. Hawks about, motion runs wild till the inner voice quits and the real grit steps out. Nothing can stop this surge inside when the drive feels every ride. No pause allowed when the goal hits near. Push past the pain and erase the fear. Push past everything, push past everything. No reason to fall when the strength keeps leveling. Push past everything, push past everything. The grind hits loud and the limit starts severing. Lights dim slowly but the heartbeat pounds like a drum line set on fire. Muscles stretch wide under heat and strain as the load keeps climbing higher. Every excuse melts under pressure when the will reshape desire. Breath meets rhythm in a rapid drive, no weakness can acquire. Floor shakes heavy with a raw cut force that the midnight reps require. Shadows slip by the hardened edge when the push cuts through the mire. Moment stacks like a burning tower with the purpose to inspire. Nothing stands firm against this power when the mind won't tire. No pause allowed when the goal hits near.
with the final lift as the cadence fires fast. Heat spreads deeper through the ribcage line as the entire set is passed. Breath hits steady with a storm-fed push till the weaker ties are cast. Every rep builds armor thick enough for the hardest days to last. Drums hit deeper when the in-between noise fades out in contrast. Strength grows sharper as excuses fall like shadows overcast. My moment stays wild in the rapid burn of a force built to outlast. Nothing remains but rise and push when the final die is cast. No pause allowed when the goal hits near. Push past the pain and erase the fear. Push past everything, push past everything. No reason to fall when the strength keeps leveling. Push past everything, push past everything. The grind hits loud and the limit starts severing.
Lights hit harder when the reps kick in and the blood start boiling high. Every slow breath gets wiped away when the heavy sets amplify. Rhythm grabs tight through the pulse and frame where the grit won't let you lie. Ground shakes sharply as the weight line bends and excuses start to die. Stress pulls over from the pressure zone where the weak thoughts go awry. Heat builds thick and the muscles burn as the seconds multiply. Drums cut through like a war drum call, pulling power from supply. Nothing survives in the path of will when the fire intensifies. No mercy shown for the weaker choice. Stand tall and rise when you hear that voice. No mercy for weakness. No mercy for weakness. The beat hits hard till excuses leave us. No mercy for weakness. Push through the pain till the strong see. Steps catch rhythm with a hammer strike as the body pushes through heat. Every soft thought falls out quick when the tough rounds start to repeat. Ground sends drummers through the iron frame where ambition and struggle meet. Light spins sideways as the tempo spikes with a faster drum retreat. Red lines lock on a sharp set pace where the challenge can't compete. Heat draws deeper than a slow build out that failure tries to seek. Moment crushes hesitation flat under every rapid beat. Nothing outlasts this hard and fire when the drive refuses defeat. No mercy shown for the weaker choice. Stand tall and rise when you hear that voice. No mercy for weakness. No mercy for weakness. The beat hits hard till excuses leave us. No mercy for weakness. Push through the pain till the strong increases. Iron swings up with a battle sound as the focus sharpens tight. Every last sound to the lingering fear collapses out of sight. Motion grows wild in the final burst of a long relentless fight. Ground up steady with a war-born beat as the muscle reunite. Breathe those steady in the blazing need of the rising inner light. Strength floods deeper through the breaking point that turns dark weight to might. Drummers blow loud when the drop resets in a pure kinetic flight. Nothing restrains this run tonight when the will takes full bite. No mercy shown for the weaker choice. Stand tall and rise when you hear that voice. No mercy for weakness. No mercy for weakness. The beat hits hard till excuses leave us. No mercy for weakness. Push through the pain till the strong increases.
Dark winds gather when the footsteps rise and the ground starts cracking wide. Heat builds heavy in the chest like fire that refuses to subside. Shadows lean closer but the rage inside keeps burning like a tide. Voices from past nights echo loud till the pulse can't be denied. Rhythm cuts deep with a war drum pace, pulling vengeance as a guide. Breath hits sharper when the ice cold focus begins to override. Motion grows faster as the memories hit and the boundary divide. Nothing holds back this storm built for us when revenge decides. No fear in place when the scars still sting. I move straight through with a tide and swing. Anything for payback, anything for payback. I rise through the fire just to take that.
marks for the past crossed every sign. Breast sinks tight with the fast couple, says the strength realigns. Nothing extinguishes this slow build fire, fueled by every decline. Nothing can stop this path tonight when the aim is mine. No fear in place when the scars still sting. I move straight through with a tide and swing. Anything for payback, anything for payback. I rise through the fire just to take that payback. Anything for payback, anything for payback. The beat is loud to the whole night flashback. Lights been back when the drive turns cold and resolve turns razor keen. He drags upward through the broken walls where the old wounds still convene. Shadows fall silent as a new pace hits with a vengeance unforeseen. Breast stays heavy but the footsteps strike like a war-cut guillotine. Ground pounds harder as a low and rips through the space between. Rhythm keeps pushing with a storm-fed core, nothing can quarantine. Every last moment turns into fuel for the reckoning routine. Nothing rivals this fire tonight when revenge runs clean. No fear in place when the scars still sting. I move straight through with a tide and swing. Anything for payback, anything for payback. I rise through the fire just to take that payback. Anything for payback, anything for payback. The beat is loud till the whole night flashback. Pressure keeps stacking, but the heartbeat stay colder than storms collide. Ground starts shifting, yet the stand stay locked where the strong reside. Noise keeps rising, but the focus cuts clean through the fraying tide. Voices swing wild, yet the mind stays steady with nothing to hide. Moment of grips harder when the world throws weight on the uphill side. Every short echo breaks down fast when conviction is amplified. Steps turn harder as the fire grows deep in the bones inside. Nothing that moves can shake this path to divert the stride. No wave is strong enough to drag me low. No shove is loud enough to break my flow. Every hit fades out when the stage holds tight. No fold, no slip, no lose in sight. Nothing can shake me when the beat erupts. Every pole stands firm as the pressure jumps. No force rewrites what the will constructs. I keep my pace when the whole world buzzes. Shadows lean closer, but the rhythm stays sharper than doubt can bend. Footsteps echo through the cracks that tremble but never extend. Every loud warning swings wide early and misses its true intent. He grows stronger as the drive pushes past what the nights invent. Ground keeps booming while the focus climbs to the dissonant blend. Breathe rise perfect on the cadence, carrying weight to the very end. While shifting inward, but the movement breaks through every twist and bend. Nothing that hits can claim control of the power I defend. No doubt is deep enough to slow my stride. No glare is sharp enough to cut my pride. Every barrier falls when the drugs ignite. No back step, no drop, no losing fight. Nothing can shake me when the lights go wild. Every beat locks in with a force compile. No fear rewinds what the fire compile. I break straight through with a steady style. Storm winds gather, but the stand stays rooted through every blast. Rhythm grows darker, yet the flame inside never burns out fast. Voices shout louder, but the focus stays stronger than pressure cares. Ground trembles heavy at the cadence, souls firm and unsurpassed. Movement keeps rising through the patterns the night recasts. He spreads outward as the drive outruns everything I masked. Every new second turns weight in the power that's overpassed. Nothing alive shakes down the force this core has amassed. No push is hard enough to tilt this frame. No thread is sharp enough to claim my aim. Every limit breaks on the tempo flames. No stars, no shift, no doubt remains. Nothing can shake me when the pace unties. Every hit rolls back when the rhythm flies. No pull drags down where the power lies. I hold this path till the whole world tries. Nothing can shake me when the beat. kid solid with a high voltage snap as the room gets torn in half. Baselines popping through the floor so fast that the walls can barely grab. Motion explodes like a frontline blast, cutting space with its aftermath. Lights drop low and spike again as the rhythm redraws its path. Red locks tight with a charged up pace, matching every heavy craft. Steps hit harder through the dark lit zone where the sin split like a shaft. He crashes forward with a snare lit flare that the shadows can't outlast. Nothing derails this rise and run when the tempo moves that fast. No break in the line when the drums collide. This fire burns loud from the inside. Burn through the noise, burn through the noise. Every drop hits hard with a war bomb poise. Burn through the noise, I rise so fast every wall destroys. Burn through the noise, every drop hits hard with a war bomb poise. Burn through the noise, I rise so fast every wall destroys. Speed builds sharply when the hi-hats roll like sparks across the steel. Bass shakes down through the midnight air where the pressure turns surreal. Footsteps chase echoes with a razor glide, no barrier can conceal. Rhythm unfolds like a storm-cut map that the dark can repeal. Heat forms patterns from the friction lines that the fast hit steps reveal. Metal breaks open every tight set lock that the old doubts try to seal. Riff rides perfectly on the snare line route that the EDM drops ideal. Nothing keeps pace with a force like this when the urge becomes real. No break in the line when the drums collide. This fire burns loud from the inside. Burn through the noise, burn through the noise. Every drop hits hard with a war bomb poise. Burn through the noise, I rise so fast every wall destroys. Burn through the noise, every drop hits hard with a war bomb poise. Burn through the noise, I rise so fast every wall destroys. Ground rips open when the tempo shifts into overdrive control. Lights spin wildly through the fog like air as the baseline claims the roll. Heat cuts deeper while the sense push forward with a wide format console. Motion keeps filling every inch of space, nothing left to patrol. Drums strike louder with a lightning pulse that the flow can't swallow whole. Footsteps rush faster through the booming zone where the EDM waves patrol. Every last second pours fuel on speed until nothing feels dull. Nothing on earth outruns this drive when the final drops unroll. No break in the line when the drums collide. This fire burns loud from the inside. Burn through the noise, burn through the noise. Every drop hits hard with a war bomb poise. Burn through the noise, I rise so fast every wall destroys. Burn through the noise, every drop hits hard with a war bomb poise. Burn through the noise, I rise so fast every wall destroys. Baseline rips open as the lights flash quick and the ground starts shaking in waves. Footsteps cut deeper with a war cut stride, pushing heat through the narrowest caves. Pressure falls sideways, but the rhythm breaks through every wall of the night and graves. Motion climbs high as the airflow splits and the whole crowd watches amazed. Snare snaps harder when the pulse gets tight and the facet any raves. Grid syncs perfect with the rapid drum case to the heavy low and paves. Momentum hits harder than the citywide noise that the echo never saves. Nothing outruns this surge in the dark when the forward force behaves. No drag, no slip, no slow in my lane. This beat runs wild, straight into my veins. Make the floor shake, make the floor shake. When the drop hits loud, every wall will break. Make the floor shake, make the floor shake. I don't back down when the ground vibrates. No, 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 no. Quickly when the kick steps in and the pressure doubles its weight. Heat rolls upward when the baseline bends and the echoes reverberate. Crowd jumps higher as the stakes explode and the drums recalibrate. Motion carves tunnels through the noise outside till the dark can't compensate. Rhythm strikes early with the lightning pulse that the shadows can't translate. Footsteps land sharper on the concrete floor as the barriers separate. Every new second to the slowest doubt and the fuel I accelerate. Nothing alive outpaces the force when the night can't correlate. No drag, no slip, no slow in my lane. This beat runs wild, straight into my vein. Make the floor shake, make the floor shake. When the drop hits loud, every wall will break. Make the floor shake, make the floor shake. I don't back down when the ground vibrates. No, 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 no.
and the rhythm overflows. He slams downward through the snare cut air where the wildest tension grows. Bass cracks open like a breaking storm as the heavy low end glows. Drums get caught with a fast-paced fire that the whole night undertows. Breath stays steady while the synth line bends and the shapes the speaker throws. Footsteps chase forward through the shaking floor where the final drop unfolds. Momentum surges through the rising smoke till the last restraint explodes. Nothing on earth outruns the speed when the EDM trap mode flows. No drag, no slip, no slow in my lane. This beat runs wild, straight into my veins. Make the floor shake, make the floor shake. When the drop hits loud, every wall will break. Make the floor shake, make the floor shake. But I don't back down when the ground vibrates.
Sweat hits early when the kick slams down and the burn wakes under the skin. Every slow thought dies quick in the heat when the fast-paced reps begin. Ground shakes harder as the weight stacks up and the doubt gets tossed in a bin. Bread locks tight with a furnace forces the inner engine spin. Rhythm keeps striking like a war drum shout, pulling discipline from within. Steps cut sharper through the pressure lines where excuses never win. He climbs like when the pulse stay fierce and the grit refuses to thin. Nothing pulls back this fire tonight when the fight locks in. No soft steps here, no space to slack. The beat hits loud and it knocks you back. No excuse left, no excuse left. If the weight feels heavy, then you push what's left. No excuse left, no excuse left. Run the pain down till your best gets met. Lights flash harder as the tempo spikes and the muscles start to roar. Motion explodes in the heavy weight, pushing further than before. Every weak voice fades out right when the heart rate cuts the floor. He keeps rising with the iron scent that the struggle can't ignore. Ground beats up like a signal flare, telling strength to give me more. Rep syncs perfect with the grinding force, pulling power from the core. Pressure gets crushed every single round that we're built to endure. Nothing but remains on the softer side when the fastest pull. No soft steps here, no space to slack. The beat hits loud and it knocks you back. No excuse left, no excuse left. If the weight feels heavy, then you push what's left. No excuse left, no excuse left. Run the pain down till your best gets met. Shadows fall backward when the final set hits and the tempo takes control. Heat rips louder through the sinew lines while the progress takes its toll. Mind stays locked on the forward pull where the champions patrol. Every weak thought burns away in the rise of a stronger goal. Footsteps coming through the gym flow fast like a war drum roll. Rhythm explodes deep inside the chest till the whole track feels whole. Nothing can stand between the grind and the fire in full patrol. No excuse stands tall against the soul. No soft steps here, no space to slack. The beat hits loud and it knocks you back. No excuse left, no excuse left. If the weight feels heavy, then you push what's left. No excuse left, no excuse left. Run the pain down till your best gets met.
Silly with a sharp cut punch and the street line shades on cue. Heat rising quick when the cake rolls in and the echo cuts straight through. Step locked tight as the rhythm snaps and the whole world shifts its view. Nothing keeps pressure on the pace this wild when the drive keeps breaking through. You know slow turns here, no fallback zone. Momentum grows louder than steel and stone. Keep it moving, keep it moving. No breaking the flow when the beat keeps moving. Keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving. Stage tense when the drum pull up and the night get ready to shake. In these sparks in a rapid flash when the low end starts to quake. Red lock sharp with a clean cut stride and no step falls out of place. Nothing competes with a pace this fierce when the rhythm picks up chase. No slow turns here, no fallback zone. Momentum grows louder than steel and stone. Keep it moving, keep it moving. No breaking the flow when the beat keep proving. Keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving. The whole room jumps when the bass starts booming. He's such a fast as the snare clicks tight and the shadows scatter wide. Speed climbs higher with the pulse aligned to the force I can't divide. Walls shake loose when the pressure climbs past the fear they used to hide. Nothing stands solid when the drive explodes and the tempo won't subside. No slow turns here, no fallback zone. Momentum grows louder than steel and stone. Keep it moving, keep it moving. No breaking the flow when the beat keep proving. Keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving. The whole room jumps when the bass starts booming. Keep it moving, keep it moving. No breaking the flow when the beat keep proving. Keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving. The whole room jumps when the bass starts booming. Don't slow me down. Don't slow me down. Ground his back when the kick strikes deep and the night starts shaking awake. He cuts through like a frontline spark, making every dead wall break. Precincts tight with a fast cut step and a rhythm no force can take. Nothing outruns this forward blast when the pressure begins to quake. No drag, no slip, no pulling aside. This pace burns fierce with the rising tide. Don't slow me down, don't slow me down. The beat hits hard and it shakes the ground. Don't slow me down, don't slow me down. I move too fast for the world around. Don't slow me down, don't slow me down. The beat hits hard and it shakes the ground. Don't slow me down, don't slow me down. I move too fast for the world around. Yeah. Speed build wild when the snare rolls in and the air ignites on beat. Every loud echo drops straight back as the rapid drums repeat. He climbs high through the cracks that tremble beneath my feet. And yeah, nothing keeps pace with a force like this when the cadence won't retreat. No drag, no slip, no pulling aside. This pace burns fierce with the rising tide. Don't slow me down, don't slow me down. The beat hits hard and it shakes the ground. Don't slow me down, don't slow me down. I move too fast for the world around. Don't slow me down, don't slow me down. The beat hits hard and it shakes the ground. Don't slow me down, don't slow me down. I move too fast for the world around. Yeah. Lights blur out when the tempo spikes and the shadows fall behind. Every short warning collapses quick under the pressure I redefine. Birds stay steady in the middle of speed, their rivals time. No, living the life holds back this run with the fire locks in this climb. No drag, no slip, no pulling aside. This pace burns fierce with the rising tide. Don't slow me down, don't slow me down. The beat hits hard and it shakes the ground. Don't slow me down, don't slow me down. I move too fast for the world around. Don't slow me down, don't slow me down. The beat hits hard and it shakes the ground. Don't slow me down, don't slow me down. I move too fast for the world around. Bass snaps downward like a pressure wave and the room can barely cope. Lights jump sideways when the sins break out, turning silence into scope. Motor spills faster than a loaded spark, climbing up a tightened slope. Heat hits deeper as the drums kick hard, giving every step new hope. Stay steady on a rapid pace, making every second grope. Footsteps toward through the dark lit lines where the echoes interlope. Rhythm gains power as the track reshapes into something built to elope. Nothing stands still when the whole night bends under this kinetic trope. No fear fits in when the speed runs wild. This pace hits hard like a storm compiled. Drop the limit when the beat explodes.
Drums keep flexing with a rapid attack like a shockwave bursting free. Baseline rises through the shaking flow where the low wind loves to be. Heat rips faster when the synth swing wide and the night drops to its knee. Motion keeps cutting through the pressure zones with a fast shot guarantee. Breath hits sharper when the kick runs high like a pulsing battery. Ground shakes deeper as the rhythm cause pathways nobody sees. When I'm post tight then launches ahead with unstoppable energy. Nothing alive outruns this speed when the EDM trap agrees. No fear fits in when the speed runs wild. This pace hits hard like a storm compiled. The limit, the limit. When the beat explodes, there's no end in it. The limit, the limit. I break straight through when the bass line hits. Fade backward as the drums ignite and the crowd jumps out of time. Heat spreads outward through the broken air in a wide map redesign. Rhythm locks tighter on the fast-paced route with no pause and it's in climb. Footsteps charge forward through the kin floor where the echoes realign. Bass slams harder as the low wind roars with a dark cut borderline. Breath sinks perfectly with furious speed that refuses to decline. Home scene grows massive when the drop rebuilds its own skyline. Nothing stops speed when the track consumes every front line sign. No fear fits in when the speed runs wild. This pace hits hard like a storm compiled. Well, drop the limit, drop the limit. When the beat explodes, there's no ending in it. Drop the limit, drop the limit. I break straight through when the bass line hits.
Pressure keeps stacking, but the heartbeat stays colder than storms collide. Ground starts shifting, yet the stand stays locked where the strong reside. Noise keep rising, but the focus cuts clean through the fraying tide. Voices swing wild, yet the mind stays steady with nothing to hide. Momentum grips harder when the world throws weight on the uphill side. Every short echo breaks down fast when conviction is amplified. Steps turn harder as the fire grows deep in the bones inside. Nothing that moves can shake this path or divert the stride. No wave is strong enough to drag me low. No shove is loud enough to break my flow. Every hit fades out when the stance holds tight. No fold, no slip, no losing sight. Nothing can shake me when the beat erupts. Every pulse stands firm as the pressure jumps. No force rewrites what the will constructs. I keep my pace when the whole world bucks. Shadows lean closer, but the rhythm stays sharper than doubt can bend. Footsteps echo through the cracks that tremble but never extend. Every loud warning swings wide early and misses the true intent. Heat rolls stronger as the dry pushes past what the nights invent. Ground keeps booming while the focus climbs through the dissonant blend. Breath rise perfect on the cadence, carrying weight to the very end. Wall shifting word, but the movement breaks through every twist and bend. Nothing that it can claim control of the power I defend. No doubt it's deep enough to slow my stride. No glare is sharp enough to cut my pride. Every barrier falls when the drums ignite. No bad step, no drop, no losing fight. Nothing can shake me when the lights go out. Every beat locks in with a force compiled. No fear rewinds what the fire compiled. I break straight through with a steady style. Storm winds gather, but the stand stays rooted through every blast. Rhythm grows darker, yet the flame inside never burns out fast. Voices shout louder, but the focus stays stronger than pressure cast. Ground trembles heavy, yet the cadence holds firm and unsurpassed. Momentum keeps rising through the patterns the night recast. He spreads outward as the drive outruns everything amassed. Every new second turns weight into power that's overpassed. None of life shakes down the force, this core has a mess. No push is hard enough to tilt this frame. No thread is sharp enough to claim my aim. Every limit breaks when the tempo flame. No stall, no shift, no doubt remains. Nothing can shake me when the pace unties. Every hit rolls back when the rhythm flies. No pull drags down where the power lies. I hold this path till the whole world tries. I hold this path till the whole world tries.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No more war. 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 Footsteps strike harder as the lights turn narrow along the rise. Pressure falls inward, but the push breaks clean through the thin disguise. Every old warning goes off quick once the baseline amplifies. Rhythm carves tunnels where the doubt falls short of its own size. Momentum grips heavy as the drive expands past the border ties. Heat builds stronger from the will that never compromise. Ground shakes steady in the past, the night itself can't revise. No force alive pulls back the root, this motion actualizes. No lock is tough enough to hold me still. No weight is strong enough to choke my will. Every closed gate falls when the beat aligns. No halt, no pause, no turning sign. I cut through the line when the rhythm breaks. Every hit makes room as the pressure shakes. No wall stands tall when the driver wakes. I force my path through the world it makes. Shadow slides sideways, but the strike keeps tearing through every frame. Steps burn deeper as the fire runs hotter inside the flame. Ground roars louder when ambition calls out the next domain. Noise turns distant when the focus outruns the whole terrain. Every tight corner gets split open by the speed I sustain. Weight climbs higher, but the backbone sharpens its contained. Rhythm keeps carving through the obstacles time has ordained. Nothing can hide from the pace this force has maintained. No chain is tough enough to slow my track. No shove is fierce enough to push me back. Every block dissolves when the drums combine. No slip, no drag, no losing line. I cut through the line when the floor expands. Every beat clears space that the world demands. No doubt cuts deep when the will withstands. I break straight through with my own two hands. Pulse keeps rising as the kick hits harder than fear intends. Haze pulls outward when the movement outruns the curves and bends. Voices fall silent once the rhythm outlasts the old defense. Heat moves forward through the cracks, the pressure never mends. Every rough moment becomes fuel, the next step extends. Breath locks perfect with the beat the whole night transcends. Momentum hits stronger than the weight the world pretends. Nothing stops pathways that my power recommends. No wall is thick enough to block this drive. No thread is harsh enough to cut my stride. Every barrier breaks when the tempo thrives. No backing off, no compromise. I cut through the line when the beat resets. Every step hits sharp like a battle net. No force stands firm when the course is set. I move this path with no regret.
Cadence snaps quicker than the shadows, racing to keep their track. Ground keeps shaking from the pressure building behind my back. Every warning falls too slow when the speed refuses slack. Rhythm I runs echoes, chasing the lines they can't unpack. Heat sweeps upward while the footsteps carve down a constant attack. Boundaries break open from the impact, none of them can crack. Every new moment fires the spark the night cannot hijack. Nothing alive can pace with the surge this engine brings back. No rival moves fast enough to match this beat. No voice calls loud enough to cut this heat. Every chase falls short when the drums ignite. No pause, no stall, no losing sight. Nobody outruns me when the bass turns bright. Baby outruns me when the bass turns bright. Every hit lands sharp like a torch in flight. No step keeps up when I tear the night. I move too fast for the world's on sight. Speed climbs higher with the pulse that pushes past every block. Shadows reach outward, but the motion breaks through the aftershock. Every stray whisper gets drowned out once the snare line's locked. Friction burns deeper when the cadence slams like a ticking clock. Momentum blasts forward through the streets, the night can't stop. Heat stacks tightly in the beats that drag no weight in their walk. Pressure turns hollow as the climb outruns the barriers talk. Nothing can pace with the drive that won't ever stop. No sprint is quick enough to share this lane. No dare is sharp enough to shift my aim. Every chase runs flat when the tempo bites. No break, no fade, no losing height. Nobody outruns me when the lamps go low. Every line cuts clean through the afterglow. No rival stands close when the fast winds blow. I move ahead where they can't go.
drops harder as the boost hits deeper than dusk expects. Faint trails vanish when the speed erases their failed effects. Every tight corner folds apart when momentum reconnects. Heat rolls out with breaking lines the world neglects. Drive hammers forward through the haze, the night collects. Bradlock's perfect to the ticking pace it protects. Nothing alive can match the force this rush projects. I outrun limits, this whole world reflects. No pace is sharp enough to cross my stride. No path is wide enough to run beside. Every race stops cold when the tempo lights. No start, no slow, no losing rights. Nobody outruns me when the beat lives high. Every outruns me when the beat lives high. Every hit tears through like a battle cry. No step keeps up when the path goes dry. I move so fast that the night can't try. I move so fast that the night can't try. Pressure hits early, but the pulse runs hotter than steel in a building blaze. Footsteps slam heavy as the ground keeps bending to the weight that I raise. Walls push inward, but momentum slices straight through the narrowest maze. Voices fade quickly when the baseline enters and everything shakes. Storm level rhythm keeps peeling the dust from the floor as the night vibrates. Boundary lines crumble when the movement grows past everything it hates. Every new second turns into fuel for the climb that ambition creates. Nothing on earth can slow down the force that this fire activates. No chain is strong enough to slow this run. No shadow wide enough to block this sun. Every warning fades when the beat hits strong. No break, no stall, no dragging along. Nobody stops me when the rhythm fires. Every step bursts out like lightning wires. No wall stands firm when the pace climbs higher. I push straight through with a burning desire. Motion keeps rising as the kick hits quicker than doubts can react. Baseline punches like a force down, hammer refusing to retract. Crowd noise trembles when the footsteps chase down the exact impact. Heat spills upward from friction, burning the air as the beat stays intact. Momentum cars highways where hesitation never makes contact. Breathe sings tightly with a speed too sharp or fear to distract. Ground keeps booming to a cadence, leading the world's next soundtrack. Every new push stacks weight on a wheel that refuses to crack. No lock is tough enough to bar this way. No fear, sharp enough to force delay. Every limit drops when the drums collide. No pause, no slip, no stepping.
No, todos los hinchas te lo dije.
Like a pressure wave in the room can barely cope.
4x4, no, para ver. ¿Cuántas partes tienes también de 4? 4, 8. No hay falta, ahí son 3 partes nada más. Ahí son 3 partes, mi rey.
It's hard like a storm compound. Drop the limit. When the beat explodes, and there's no wind in it. Drop the limit. I break straight through when the baseline hits. Drums keep flexing with a rapid attack like a shockwave bursting free. Baseline rises through the shaking flow with the low wind loves to beat.
Yo creo que eso también les rinde y también les rinde a los veteranos.
Keeps cutting through the pressure zones with a fast shot guarantee. Hit sharper when the kick runs high like a pulsing battery. Ground shakes deeper.